Snoopers. Snoopers in the building. Damn. Snoopers. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Oh, Snoopers. Boy, we got some stuff to talk about today. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. What's up? Happy New Year, everybody. Let's see what we got. Am I too loud? Everything good? What up, Super Job 2000? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. What's up, Trey? Happy New Year. Thanks for tuning in with me, y'all. We got some stuff to talk about. I ain't done a live stream in so long because I have been doing editing like crazy. But right now, we're on YouTube vacation a little bit. Gave y'all some content to settle with for a little bit. And we're going to come back strong and prepared this year. All right? But we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. And I've been wanting to talk about this stuff for a while. But like I said, I've been in the zone. You feel me? What up, TJ? Happy New Year. Khalil, Happy New Year. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for rocking with me. Everybody, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. So y'all saw the thumbnail, okay? We're going to talk about, of course, the Jonathan Majors news, which was big. That's a big hit for Marvel, y'all. We're going to talk about this Mickey Mouse horror movie. We're going to talk about Scream 7. Oh, man, I've been wanting to talk about that so bad. And we're going to talk about the Star Wars Raid trilogy. And then we're going to talk about What If. All right? Cam TV, hey, I hope you get better, bro. I'm going to be real. Like a couple weeks ago, or maybe like the week right before Christmas, me and White Go had it. And it was hard. We were trying to react. It was tough. So I feel you, bro, man. Get better. Get better. Mr. 187, what's good? What's good? The Dude Brothers, what's good? Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for rocking with me. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. I guess we can go ahead and get into the Jonathan Majors. We'll let people get in and comment and stuff. But, yeah, we're going to talk about the Sentry recast, too. I know. Yeah, that's big. That's hot off the press. That might be the last thing we get to. Come through live stream video quality. Nick says, boo, what up, man? Thank you for all the love, too, because you gave us a lot of subs. So thank you so much for the love. And I've been watching your content. You got good shit. I'm going to tell you right now. Everybody in the comments, you need to go follow Nick Says Boo right now, okay? Shows love to the channel and has good content of his own. Promise you. Wouldn't let you down here. All right, so we're going to talk about the Jonathan Majors recast. So that's first. Woo! Okay, so it was like a couple weeks ago. I was editing and the Geeky Chat sent me the Jonathan Majors was found guilty. Now I'm gonna be real. After that video of him running away from old girl, I'm gonna be real. And this is what I tell people. I don't like to get into the race stuff because I don't like it. It's touchy. It's weird. I don't like offending people. I don't want nobody to be offended by me. So everything that I'm saying is with love and obliviousness. Well, not obliviousness because I know what I'm doing. I don't want to disrespect nobody. So just when I get into this, I don't mean any harm. But, bro, it's hard being a black man in America, bro. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of people that try to say, well, he should have not have messed with a white woman. And he should have done this. And he should have done that. Y'all, no. Okay? There are a lot of athletes that are with other race women and it ends the same way. The common denominator is being a black man, okay? So don't get it all race and all that. Listen to me. I'll be the first one to tell you that love does not stop at race. If you believe in true love, then you know that race ain't got nothing to do with it. You love what you love who you love how you love. It is the way it is. So with that being said, bro, that video dropped of Jonathan Majors running 3 blocks and she running after him, and he got found guilty. Now don't get twisted. He got found guilty on the lesser charge. And from my knowledge, he's probably not even gonna see jail time. He's probably gonna have like some community service and stuff like that. So I thought that was shocking. I know some people was even mad at Disney, but y'all gotta look at Disney. They can't have that over there, bro. They're a children's movie making known as name company. You can't, it's not gonna fly. You know what I mean? 5 blocks, bro. 5, y'all. Do y'all hear? I was not gonna show that video. The footage in the car. No, don't get. Hey, you not lying. See, and that's the thing right there. But this is my thing. They said that, what was said was she grabbed the phone and there was some, but the driver of the car said that Jonathan didn't do nothing. It was all her. So in rebuttal to that, we do have it on the table. Now, do we know anything that happened? Of course not. We weren't there. This is all off of what has been given in court, on paper, in paperwork. So this is, just to let y'all know, I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna be real with you. That might be history, like black history. Jonathan Majors, bro, ran 5 blocks away from this woman. I don't care if he pinched her and then ran 5 blocks away. Bro, you running 5 blocks away is scary. Then to try to play victim and go on to the club, then to go back to the crib and do all that stuff and have him come home to all that. Now hold on. Now that's why I say I don't like the race stuff, because there's some stuff that's fishy with me with Jonathan too. Jonathan to her to be Coretta Scott King and all this. That's some weird stuff. I feel where you coming from and the type of woman that he need. But bro, what are you thinking telling someone this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that you trying to get the idea across to your partner, but hearing it the way we was hearing it, I don't think that's the way it was. And it didn't leave a good taste in our mouth either. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a lot of stuff that happened. And like I said, he did go down on the lesser charge. It's not like, physical abuse, beating up in the taxi and all that. It's not like he went down off that. He went down off the lesser charge, which, if you all been to court, have been in trouble before, I have. I'm not afraid of it. That made me who I am today. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those dumb things that I've done. So they give you the lesser charge when they're trying to get you up on out of here. If it ain't worth the court money, the publicity, whatever the case, they kind of, okay, we'll give him community service or whatever. The small stuff gets swept under the, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's, plus he had the lawyers, he had the money. DA, they were going back and forth. Plus, I feel like that the New York police force incriminated themselves by the whole investigation of what went down when he found her in the room unconscious, naked. And then if y'all saw the video footage, he was covering her up and doing all this. He was playing the good guy really well, or he's just a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He was covering it up, trying to be respectful, even though, Now, away from that situation, because I did tell you guys that I was going to cover that once it came down. What I wanted to see was the taxi footage. We didn't get really to see the taxi footage. We did see, a distant camera view, and then we see him running and her chasing, and, But away from all that, I think that you know, when I first found out, I was panicking for Marvel because I think that is a big deal. Now, we talked about this maybe a year ago when all this stuff first started, but I think that it is a big hit for Marvel. I think that they really did put all their eggs in the basket when it comes to Jonathan Majors being the main guy. Now, you can pivot. People say they wanted to pivot and do Doctor Doom. Listen to me, y'all. Doctor Doom is worth this entire saga. I mean it. There is not Doctor Doom out here. There is. He's in the Fantastic Fours movies, but there's not a full library of Doom, which is well deserved. That's what needs to happen with Doom. Doom doesn't need to be the pivot guy. I would rather Marvel literally recast a white dude to be Kang the Conqueror than them to pivot to Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom deserves this entire saga. And I mean it. If you all know who Doctor Doom is arguably the greatest villain of all damn time. He deserves an entire saga. Okay? Adam Briggs has a vendetta against Adam Foss, Kevin Porter Jr., and Jonathan Majors. Hey, I need to look into that. You know, give me some more information on that so I can figure that out. I would like to hear about that. What situation that is. Yeah, Galactus deserves an entire saga. The cosmic side of things Galactus should be. You know what I'm saying? I know people. We all want what we want, you know, but you just can't. Some characters, bro, y'all just can't pivot straight to that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did not want them to rush Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is if done right, could be some of the greatest stuff ever. Deadpool 3 is probably going to be some of the greatest stuff we've ever seen since probably like Infinity War, Endgame, No Way Home. Doom Saga will be better than that by a long shot. You know what I mean? So you can't just pivot to that. But I think it was a weird hit for Marvel because what do you do with the Kang Council scene? I think that's a big thing. Now, we were talking about it in the Geeky chat. Some people were throwing ideas around like maybe we scrap that whole post-credit scene and then we do, you know, we make a new council. And I like some of the ideas. They were talking about maybe casting 4 different actors to play the council, which, you know, I don't think that's a bad idea. Denzel's name has been thrown around, which I don't necessarily have a problem with. But I think Denzel's too old and he's kind of an obvious cast. I think it has to fit. It can't be imbalanced. A lot of people, when they pick stuff, it's like this guy is really, really good at acting, or he will do the acting part and not so much look it, feel it, be it. Then you have guys that can look it, feel it, be it, but not have the acting. You got to find the middle ground. You know what I mean? When I was throwing ideas out, I threw out Will Smith. You know, could be a Kane. Of course, John Boyega's name got brought up, but I feel like the way people treat him after the Star Wars trilogy, they don't want to see my man do anything else. But I would like to see. I think that John Boyega would be an awesome Blue Marvel for Marvel. If y'all know who Blue Marvel is with Captain Monica Rambeau, I think that Blue Marvel would be awesome. But what do you all think about the Kang recast? What direction do you think? My thing was, I think that the council credit scene and kind of what they were setting up Kang to be in Quantumania, I think that I think they did that. My hand was down too deep in it to pull it out. So I think that now that my hand's in here, what do? My thing was, I think that you should CGI this character since you're gonna move him off to the side until the end, then I think you should CGI this character and have a voice actor play him, at least until the end. I don't know about recasting 4 different people for the council. In all actuality, I just don't know about that. What do you all think that they should do as far as recasting for Kang? Now, I don't know if you all have seen here recently, but here recently they have I forget the guy's name. Hold on, give me a second. Here recently they have pulled up another guy who's maybe trying to get this to act right. It ain't acting right. Okay, here we go. Let's see. They said he was in the color purple. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Let's see. Okay, I think his name is Coleman Domingo. They said that he's being considered right now for Kang the Conqueror recast. How do y'all feel about a recast? Who do you all think should be, you know? You said Kang and Groot recast? Lord. Idris Elba? I can't lie. I don't think that's bad. That's not bad. I said Will Smith, but I think that the thing about Will Smith is that it would kind of make them create a certain type of Kang instead of them making him be the Kang they want them to be. So, but I still think Will Smith would be dope, and I think that maybe even Will Smith should be in the MCU somehow. You know, a lot of people liked him in the DC, the DCU and Suicide Squad, but I don't know as far as a permanent role. Who y'all got? You got Denzel. You said Adam Brashear. Who was Adam Brashear? Hold on, let's take a look. Adam Brashear. Okay, let's see. Adam Brashear. Let's see what my man looks like. Oh, you talking about Blue Marvel? I forget this other guy's name. They were talking about he's playing in that the Black Jesus movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And also people were talking about Hawkman from Black Adam. I don't know about him. They were also talking about him for T'Challa. He would look like a discount T'Challa to me. I think that even the Coleman Domingo cat could be a T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? He's a little swole, but I mean, I like it. You need the strength of Idris Elba from Suicide Squad. I like that. Galactus deserves a saga. If Paul Walker was still alive, he played a Human Torch. Steven Yeun played. Oh, God. We definitely going to talk about that. But that's going to be later on in the stream. We're going to talk about that. Yikes. Okay, so. But yeah. Yeah. And as far as I know, news-wise, about the actual Jonathan Majors situation, he was fired from Marvel. Marvel has been looking at recasts even before they fired him. LL Cool J. I ain't looking like it like that. I don't know if a light-skinned brother could be a like him. I don't know, a yellow brother could be. I mean, maybe. I said bring back Terrence Howard for Kane. And I think if Terrence Howard came back for Kane, that would be awesome. I think Terrence Howard is the perfect, like, middle ground, good actor, could look the part, could be the part, could, you know, I think Terrence Howard got that in him. But, yeah, Marvel fired him, y'all. He's gone. So, and apparently the news is that they are going to keep Kang as the villain, but Kang will now be pushed to the back instead of the front, and then he's gonna end up showing up at the end. So that's the Kang Jonathan Majors situation. I think it's sad that you can run away from a woman and still get guilty for something. Even when the taxi driver said you ain't do nothing, there's footage of you running 5 blocks away. Like, but it is what it is. We did get a Jonathan Majors Kang. We did get a Jonathan Majors Kang variant. We did get, you know, He Who Remains, Victor Timely. He did kill all those roles. So it's not like, you know, we got some mediocre. All right, so all right. Morgan Freeman, that would be great. That'd be interesting. Jason Momoa for Kane. Method Man for Bishop. Hey, that might be alright. I can roll with that, and he can act. He would play that perfect. He played that part perfect. I like that. Okay, so now let's talk about this Mickey Mouse horror movie. I don't know if y'all seen that, but there is this. Oh, you joking for? There is a Mickey Mouse movie, because apparently the Mickey Mouse went to the, what do you call it? The, you know, where you get your right, where you can get, it's free reigns on the rights for the movie. I forget what it's called. The directory or the domain or something. But someone basically got the rights to Mickey Mouse, right? And apparently they're doing some type of scary movie, public domain. Thank you all. They're doing some type of horror movie called Mickey's Mousetrap, where it plays on, I guess, like the original 45 Mickey cartoon with him on the boat, black and white. But I guess it's a Mickey who's killing people on the boat. And last year we saw a lot of this, and even the year before last, because I think Cocaine Bear was the movie that came out in 2021, right? And then you had the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, the Mean One, okay, Peter Pan. What's the guy's name who played in Don't? Nope. Kaluuya, I think it's his name, David Kaluuya. He's doing a Barney supposed to be horror remake. The Bambi horror remake is coming. There is a strange Kingdom Hearts. Nah, there is a strange genre being birthed in Hollywood right now with these movies that are being turned into horror. Now, from the ones that I've seen so far, I think they're kind of poop. But I love horror movies, and horror is kind of dead. But it every now and then you have something like a genre that pops up and tries to be box office. Now, don't get it twisted. Y'all laughing at these movies right now, but one of these movies is going to take off. I don't know which one it's going to be, but one of these movies is going to take off. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey got a sequel. Now y'all, I never saw it in theaters, but y'all mean to tell me that that was good enough to get a sequel? You said they're pretty cheap? Okay, hold on, wait. I haven't seen Blood and Honey. The Mean One was cheap. Like, to be cheap. David Kaluuya is not making no cheap ass movie. The Bambi movie wasn't cheap. Or it's not gonna be cheap looking. It might be cheap to make, to your point, but not cheap looking. But the Mean One was cheap looking. I mean, that was just, it looked like I did that off my iPhone. No bull. The David Kaluuya joint won't look cheap. The Bambi one's not gonna look cheap. Cocaine Bear, that one kind of looked. Daniel Kaluuya. I'm sorry. I keep saying David. I'm sorry. The Cocaine Bear one, it's cheap in quality, not by how the movie is made. Like the movie, like the story is poop, but like the movie was shot very well, which was crazy. I don't know the budget for Cocaine Bear, but it looks pretty good. But it's the script is poop. I mean, it happened, but like, you know, these. What was the movie that just came out in November? Thanksgiving. See, they're doing all these type of, you know, they're turning like, you know, like Art the Clown. He's gonna be doing the Christmas joint next. So you're gonna have like a Christmas horror movie, another Christmas horror movie. Like this subgenre of horror. I know people don't like it. They're like, oh my God, please stop. But like, bro, one of these movies is gonna hit. One of these movies is gonna hit. Oh, you said you mean budget? Yeah, the budget. Bro, I gotta look at the budget for the Mean One. The Mean One, that's probably the worst one I've seen. We need to watch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey on the channel. I think that we will end up watching it on the channel. Anything under 100 is residual. Okay. How do you all? I mean, when you hear about movies like this, are you all excited as viewers, as watchers? Does that make you want to go to the theater and check it out? Like, how do you all honestly feel about it? Do you think they should really just do away with, like, they should stop trying to remake these movies into something? Or do you think that maybe they should continue the idea until they find one that hits, and then that one is the mold for the rest of the ones that happens? What do you all think? Because not every single genre of film starts out with a banger. You know, look at Paranormal Activity and movies like that. Like that was at that movie conference or whatever, and then it ended up blowing up from the movie like you know, some of these movies could hit. Or maybe one of them, well, like I said, that will break the history for the rest of them, for them to follow along by their blueprint. But how do you all feel about it? Do you all think that, you know, they should leave the kids' character horror movies alone? Or do you think that it's a good idea? What do you think? The budget was $100,000 and made $5.2 million. For what? The Curse of Humpty Dumpty. Hold on, The Curse of Humpty Dumpty, that's a real joint? Yeah, right. What? No way. What? Stop the woke approach. Keep the innocence and gore separated and listen to the hardcore fans. Yeah, I can dig that. And I feel like that's a good statement for film in general. Because I would say that about all the films last year. I loved all the movies that I watched. But after watching them all, there was a lot of agenda pushed. And I don't, you know, just make a good movie. You know. Beauty and the Beast became a horror movie, so they made a Beauty and the Beast horror movie. See, I didn't even know about that. Did that have a theatrical release? That's crazy. What? I'm mind blown right now. That's crazy. You only watched a handful? I can dig it. I don't know. I think that I'm here for it. I love horror movies. I'll give anything a chance, especially after Dragon Ball Evolution. You know, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. I'll die on the hill that Goku is the greatest character of all time, and Dragon Ball Evolution is embarrassing. It's just horrible. I can't even believe that it's a real movie and it was really attempted to reenact Dragon Ball Z. Like, it was bad. So I give everything a watch. The mean one, it started getting there though. The mean one. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Woke Approach. Oh, yes. Yu Yu Hakusho. Hey, the Netflix joint, I'm here for it. You might get a reaction to that on the channel for real. I'm not even going to lie. Beauty and the Beast 2009. 2009? Is that the scary one that you're talking about? Or is that like the remake? Like the live action? Or is that like the scary one? Five Nights at Freddy's was awesome. That was awesome. I wanted a sequel. I'm gonna be real. I fell in love with that whole shit. Scary. In 2009. So that shit started back then, huh? Interesting. I had to take a look at it. I wonder what it's like though. Like what's the vibe of it? Is it like what's the vampire movie with the old girl? She's a vampire hunter. Y'all know who I'm talking about? And I think she fights a werewolf. What movie? What movie was that? Where she, like, Hugh Jackman was a werewolf and she was a vampire slayer. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I feel like that's the underworld. Yeah, I feel like that's what gives me the vibe. That, like, hearing Beauty and the Beast 2009 as a scary movie, it gives me that type of vibe. Van Helsing. Yeah, it gives me those underworld, Van Helsing. Like, when I hear it, I get that vibe from it. I need to check it out. Oh, it's Van Helsing. Okay. My bad. Yeah. That's the vibe I get. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Looks like more of these kids' character scary movies are on the rise, y'all. And it looks like in 2024, we're going to get a few. Well, maybe not a few movies, but like, we're going to get some more of it. Looks like. I don't know if the Winnie the Pooh movie come out this year, but I think it come out next year. But that Bambi, we'll probably hear something about Bambi sometime soon. And if Daniel Kaluuya is still doing that Barney thing, which he's been on record in numerous interviews talking about it, I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming of that. And I also want to check out Thanksgiving, because I've heard a lot of people say it was pretty good. It wasn't as bad as you would think it is. So I'm here for that. I'm someone who enjoys it. But seeing certain things, it does come off weird at the first. When I saw Mickey Mouse's Mousetrap, I didn't know what to think. Then when, like, I started reading about it in different headlines, realizing that, oh, the rights was a public domain. Someone got the rights, made a movie, got this shit out quick. I mean, so, yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel about Mickey Mouse's Mousetrap. Are you here for it? You want more, or you think they should cut this shit? Okay, so we're going to talk about now. Let's talk about Scream. Woo! I'm going to be hard on this one, y'all. I'm going to be hard on it. We're going to talk Scream. And we're going to talk Scream 7 at that, all right? So you all know, oh, you watched Thanksgiving yesterday. You was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I need to check that out. And probably, I don't know if I'll wait all the way till Thanksgiving, but we might watch it before. If not, we'll definitely probably have it for Thanksgiving this year. I want to check it out. But Scream 7. So we all know what went down. One of the main actors, I forget her name. Excuse me for not having all of the names and information right here. You know, I guess I'm not doing my job. I mean, I should just look it up. Scream. I know Jenna Ortega. I know her because, like, she's one of my faves, but I can just look it up here. Scream 7, yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh. Melissa Barrera. Or Barrera. Is that her name? Melissa Barrera? Okay. Melissa Barrera, she came out and spoke about the politics and stuff that was going on. And, bro, they fired her. And I'm going to be real with you, bro. I am hard on franchises. You know, some franchises cash cow. Some franchises just turn to poop after a certain amount of time. I'm going to be real. White Gold introduced me to Scream. I'm someone who growing up did not want to watch anything Ghostface because I thought he was a mockery of Jason Voorhees, Freddy, and Michael Myers. And up until I watched Scream, I fell in love with it. And I'm weak. You said it was dead. I think that Scream was on the path of greatness. I know a lot of people argue about the first 4 movies and all that junk. I think that the first 2 are really awesome. The 4th one is super underrated. I love the dialogue in that one. The 5th one was okay. But I think Scream 6 was it. And I think that Scream 6 was like my new favorite. I liked the Melissa Barrera. I liked how her character kind of stepped up. She indulged more into the character. Same thing with Jenna. Jenna's character was a little weird in the 5th movie, but it's like they got a chance or a second try at it, and they did a really, really good job in Scream 6. And I was satisfied. I thought that Scream was gonna take over horror, bro. Like an old school slasher taking over horror. And they dumbasses messed around, bro, and fired the main new girl. What is going on? Like, I have a hard time computing that. Like, what? You had no legacy character left. You had just found your new set of characters to probably carry this franchise to the home plate. And you fire her? Can y'all believe that? Bro, yes. I'm gonna read y'all's comments. Scream officially died for me. Steady C. Scream officially died for me when the killer stalled in the convenience store and killed the random instead of Sydney in the last Scream. Okay, I feel you on that, but I love Scream 6. I kind of want them to cancel the movie at this point. Scream's my favorite horror franchise, and this situation kills any hype for Scream 7. Listen, it killed the hype for the entire franchise. How do you get up to that point and you pull the plug on your main girl? What are you thinking? There should have been no firing immediately. She was good enough, and what y'all had was good enough to pull that person aside and have a meeting. And if it come out cool in that meeting, green light. If not, then maybe you regroup and you don't fire her immediately. You make this come out a different way. Bro, it was like Melissa said something, an hour later she fired. Bro, what? You can't fire her. And then you want, like, bro, this is what's even crazier, bro. I really don't even understand what they were thinking, right? Because you had Jenna Ortega, who was already on the fence with y'all because Wednesday did numbers. Wednesday beat Stranger Things. They're not worried about that chummy shit. She worried about getting that Wednesday check. And if the check is better, she gonna be more leaning towards working with them and they schedule than it is to you. Like, you had you fire her with Jenna Ortega on the fence. You didn't bring Neve back for the last movie because you didn't want to pay her. Courtney Cox should have probably died in the last movie. Like, y'all, Dewey gone. You're not bringing back Stu because Stu done moved on to Five Nights at Freddy, and that did money, so he not leaving that. Bruh, Scream literally killed the franchise in one move. I've never seen someone kill an entire franchise with one move, bro. It's like if we playing tennis or we playing chess, it's like one move, checkmate. Like, bro. So guess what? Of course, Jenna was like, no. Like, bro. I was like, oh no. I can't believe that I really can't believe they did that, bro. Like, how dumb you gotta be, bro? Like, how dumb you gotta be? Yeah, Wednesday season 2 coming out next year and Beetlejuice. Come on. What was Scream doing? What were they doing? She has other bags. Like, no. And this is the thing. If this was like before, like if Scream 6 didn't gel so well with those characters and the team, we not maybe having this conversation and it's not as bad, and they might need to go in a different direction as it would be to begin with. But them doing so good in that last movie and making me care about them and the franchise again, and just, bruh, because after Scream 6, bro, what real horror franchise is competing with that's been doing it for this long? There really isn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to see them flush it all down the toilet, bruh. That's crazy. Y'all, I'm still blown away every time I think about it. And it does piss me off because I'm late and I haven't been a fan for that long. But, bro, I became a fan and I love it, bro. I love Scream, bro. Like, damn, they really did that. And the franchise is done, bro. If y'all think that next movie is going to be any type of good, you're out of your mind. That movie is equal to, like, Aquaman, bro. Like, people didn't give a shit about this new Aquaman movie because it has no attachment to nothing. It was the end of the DCEU. Like, we don't want to see Scream 7 without them in it, knowing what y'all did. Then y'all trying to bring back legacy characters. Y'all, bro, y'all gonna have to break the bank to bring them legacy characters back if you think they're gonna step back after what you did to Melissa. Especially if they agree with her. They're not even there. Like Neve, she's already stepped away. Courtney Cox, she don't need that money. Dewey dead. Like what you doing? What you gonna put this all on Kirby now? You think Kirby can carry the franchise? This is like Scream is dead. Like, bruh, there's no reason for you to watch Scream 7. And if they even do an 8, bruh, there's no reason for you to watch 8. Scream 7 probably should be the end of the franchise, bruh. And I'm not bullshitting you. And then the rights could go somewhere else, and then they can do their own type of Scream in modern day or something. But the Scream as we know it is dead. Whatever the 7th movie is, ain't gonna be nothing but a funeral, bruh. Ain't gonna be nothing but a funeral. That might be one of the worst movies ever. Worse, like, you talk about what Marvel got going on. Marvel ain't that bad, bruh. Damn. They didn't fire Kevin Feige. You know, like, shit. Like, bro, y'all didn't fire no back actor, bro. You fired the main girl with no one to replace her. I love Scream, bro. But look, listen to me. At least we got Scream 6. At least we got it. All right? And then at least we got 5, too, because they brought the legacy characters back. Even though, like, I could have wrote that story for 5. Because they just picked the legacy character to kill off. You know what I'm saying? But, like, bruh, I don't understand it, bruh. I really don't, bruh. Like, fumbled the bag, fumbled the whole franchise. Scream is done. It's done. I will be very surprised if Scream is box office after this moment that has happened to them. You know, for real. Hold on, let me read y'all's comments. My bad. Went on to my tangent. There's a lot of blonde girls in Scream 4. Scream done for. They unalive Dewey. I felt they could at least gotten to 10. Yeah, they could have went to 10. Neve Campbell don't want to come back because they don't want to pay her. Yeah, and that's what's crazy. They don't want to pay her, and then on top of that, now you need her back. And guess what? Now she probably don't want to come back off that silliness that y'all just did. You know what I'm saying? That's why Hollywood suck now. Jenna has season 2. I felt they could have gone to Scream 10. Halloween. They made $169 million, and Scream 7 would have probably done more, and it's all gone. Yeah, facts. They literally flushed it down the toilet, bro. I've never seen a franchise do that ever. Like, it nosedive. Like, I've never seen something flying and all of a sudden, like, it just literally, like, it just, like, bro, I'm just blown away. At you know, like, a lot of franchises don't get that second chance, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of franchises, when they try to, like, get past the legacy characters, they can't get past that. The movies kind of suck. They're dry cereal, you know what I'm saying? It's missing the oomph. It's missing the thing that made it what it is. Kind of how Ninja Turtles was. We love the original Ninja Turtles. And then we got kind of the Michael Bay ones, and it was missing something. And then when we got Seth Rogen's new joint, it had the whole life brought back. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did with Scream. Scream kind of... And then you kind of had to move your legacy characters out the way to bring in some new characters that people really wasn't really messing with. Like, some people was like, oh, they cool, but they wanted the legacy. You know what I'm saying? This 6th movie, bro, they got the legacy characters they got the new characters to work. And then now you own something, and then you fire the main girl. Like, I wish I was in the room. I would have undone my tie and cussed everybody out and be like, what are y'all doing? Y'all had in your mind. How do you benefit more from this side of it instead of keeping Melissa? Tell me. What, like, keeping Melissa kept everything intact. You took her out and you literally, the franchise, like, came down like a thing of, like, Jenga, bruh. Like, you removed her and then it came down, bruh, like dead ass. They're making an I Am Legend too. Yeah, I did see that with Michael B. Jordan. And Will Smith said that they're using the version of him when he survived, which when I watched it, see, that's what was crazy, because when I watched it, they told me that there was an alternate ending or something where he don't survive or where he do survive or something. They were telling me in the comments, but I think that's awesome. Let's see. New screen with all black cast might work. Hey, it would be the blackening too. Hey, that would be comedy. An all black cast for Scream 7. They might as well do that shit. They might as well do it. You might as well take Scream, like you might as well like rewrite the whole movie. That's not a bad idea though. You might rewrite the whole movie, bruh, in a different place where it's not attached to nothing that happened with, you know, Melissa and Jenna's characters and all that, the Fab Five and all that they got going on now. What if like Scream happened somewhere else, like, you know, I don't know, Texas or, you know, I don't know, Florida, Mexico, like overseas or something like that. Let's see. They'll get Ezra Miller and Jonathan Majors. Shut up. Facts. Okay. Then the two actors that played the twins might leave too. Yeah, shit. That's what I'm saying. You can't be firing people off political views like no one else has the same political view. They were close. Like, you just can't be like, oh, no, we not, blah, and expect others to just be quiet. No, like, no. And you know what's crazy? Hollywood be the type to blackball them. All. Like, you might not ever see them do a movie ever again, besides Jenna. And I think because Jenna is industry, not an industry plant, but she's industry funded. People put their necks and stuff out on the line for her to get somewhere. You feel me? All this point, rewatch MTV Scream TV series. Hollywood had the best movies in the 90s, the 2000s, and 2010s. What about Kong and Godzilla? Looks like it might be a little dry. I don't have a lot of information on the Kong and Godzilla stuff because I haven't got all the way savvy on the MonsterVerse. Like, I know the old school MonsterVerse because my son, when he was growing up, he loved the old Godzilla movies, right? So I know all those, but I don't really know anything in the new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're gonna watch the Godzilla stuff on the channel this year because Godzilla Kong coming out very soon. I've also been recommended to watch from Disney or from somebody the Monarch series that is attached to what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? So TMNT from 2007. I haven't seen that. We gotta watch that on the channel. Let's see. Hollywood messing up good stuff. Probably gonna lose all the new fans that Jenna brought in. Yeah, for sure. How do you fumble that series within the span of a couple of days and losing your main two leads? Yeah. Flash is not supposed to be funny. What up? What up, Floyd? I'm using my iPhone right now. I'm not using a camera. I'm using the iPhone. So if it does it look bad or does it look good? If it looks good, then, if it looks bad, then my bad. Melissa made $70 million in movies, so she good. King Kong from 2005. We gotta watch. I think the next movie in the Godzilla thing we're gonna watch is Kong Skull Island, and then there's a movie in between that and Kong versus Godzilla that we gotta watch, and then probably we'll watch the Monarch series because I don't know what that is. I don't know where that takes place in the timeline, and then probably I'm gonna get into the other Godzilla movies. Someone recommended the Shin Godzilla. And then also somebody recommended the new Godzilla, the Godzilla -1. Kong Skull Island. See, yeah, that's the whole reason why I wanted to get into this whole thing. Because I want to know more about Kong. I don't know much about Kong at all. You know what I'm saying? Watch We're the Millers. Okay. So yeah, y'all, that's how I feel about the Scream 7 stuff, bro. I think Scream is dead. And what's even crazier, bro, is Scream did really well on our channel. So that also upsets me. Cause I really did like that last movie a lot. Like a lot. Especially like the first scene. Like I did like it. As a series, as a reaction, yeah, for sure. We definitely gonna react to those on the channel, because I haven't seen those, for sure. I've seen Kong versus Godzilla, but there's a movie that's in between that I haven't seen, or I've seen like bits and pieces of, but I haven't seen it in its entirety. And I don't know what it's called, but so. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Star Wars, okay? And this is probably gonna be real quick, but here recently we just got through the newest trilogy of Star Wars on the channel. I'm someone who really enjoys the new trilogy. I like the way it was written and how it connects to the old trilogy. But apparently they're gonna continue post the new trilogy with a Rey Skywalker trilogy. Apparently her rebuilding the Jedi Order. And the thing about this, from what I've read, is going to be new storytelling. So how do you all feel about that? And you already know that, you know, there's going to be a dark side character. I'm just interested to see who it is. Is it a newer character, or do they bring somebody back? You know what I'm saying? Who is going to be balancing out the light in her series? Or is it just going to be strictly about Rey training the new Jedi Order? Because I feel like the thing to write that we really haven't got to see and dive deep into, we only really see the impact. Like, we got to see the impact of how, like, Qui-Gon felt about young Anakin. And then we got to see how Obi-Wan felt about Anakin turning. You see what I'm saying? And then we got to see how Luke felt about Kylo Ren turning. I want to see if Rey deals with that situation. And what I mean by that is, like, does she train someone and they end up choosing the dark side on her? Does she blame herself like the others? Like, I want to see someone actually, like, focus in on that, you know? Or what do you think? What do you all think about the newest Rey trilogy? Do you think it'll be strictly teaching new Jedis, or do you think we'll have like a Sith or like a dark side character? What are y'all thinking? There's only a few ways you can take it. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know, they're supposed to do that. They're supposed to do that movie. They're supposed to have like Ahsoka, the Mandalorian, Bo-Katan, Thrawn, and Ezra, and Sabine, and the witches, and maybe, well, he's passed away. Rest in peace. But he played an awesome Balin Skull. My God. And then you also have little old girl too. I forget her name with the short hair. I forget her name. I don't want to say it the wrong way. Hachi, or I can't remember her name. But there's supposed to be a movie coming out about that. Now, I don't know if maybe that could be able to tie in for Rey's new trilogy. But apparently Rey's new trilogy starts shooting this year, which blows me away. So there's already something written out. I just wish I would kind of know what the gist of it is. What story do you have to tell? You know, and did they get George Lucas involved at all? You know, I know George Lucas was involved a little bit with that last trilogy, but apparently a lot of people have issues with that last trilogy. I don't have a lot of issues with the last trilogy at all. I think that away from all the details, it was perfect. Like you like, okay, Vader's dead. The next Jedi is Leia's son, who we didn't get to see do much in the original trilogy. So she has a son with Han. He chooses the dark path. You introduce Snoke. Like Rey being a Palpatine. Like, I like how you focus on Kylo Ren, in a sense, in the first two movies. The way that the trilogy is written, it makes you feel like that instead of like him turning, it's Rey there to unturn him. But they added her story to it because I guess they knew it would raise questions like, how the hell is she able to do this? And I think her being Palpatine's granddaughter is awesome. I think it's okay. It makes sense. It's like, it's not like Vader had like a lost child. It's not like Vader was out here having space sex on the side. It's the fact that there was another child who was already born, and it was Rey, and it was kind of in the same form of what kind of Luke went through, and I rock with that. She didn't choose to be a Palpatine. She chose to be a Skywalker, and I think that her connection and Luke's connection, they like trained each other while helping each other heal. So I really appreciated the new trilogy. But now that, from my understanding, everybody gone and it's just Rey. Do they bring back John Boyega's character? We don't have any post down the road past her trilogy, so there's nothing to kind of guess. This is going to be new material, so I'm interested to see what's going on about that. I heard a lot about that today specifically, and I want to talk about that and see how y'all feel about it. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the Rey trilogy that apparently is supposed to be shooting or start shooting this year. Okay, so and now we're going to talk about What If. Okay, so we're going to talk about What If. Let's talk about What If. Okay. So episode 1 is like Nebula saves Xandar. Okay, so I think a lot of people, when it first came out, they had issues with What If, and it was like episode 1. I think it was episode 3 they didn't like. But I thought that Nebula saving Xandar, like I think I like the change of story and difference of story than the original story that we got more than I do the details. Like, I like the fact that, like, Ronan took out Thanos. Ronan took Gamora, which left Nebula, who ends up on Xandar, working for Nova Prime. Yondu dies, make the force field over Xandar. I like that whole story, and that's the thing. I like What If because I'm like, I want to see it live action. If it doesn't make me want to see it in live action, then I think it's a crap episode. That's how I feel about What If. So I really enjoyed the first episode. Let's see, what's the second? The second episode, Hank, Young Hope, T'Chaka, Winter Soldier, Lawson, and Peter Quill. Okay, okay, so that episode was dope because Yondu didn't get his change of heart. So then he really sold Quill to Ego. And Ego used Quill to go around and mess with the planet. So he ends up back on Earth. They assemble like a team of Avengers from the 80s. Which I like that context because it's like, during the 80s, these are the heroes that you have. And I like how they pick these heroes based off of where they would be prior to us watching them currently. You know what I'm saying? So like, when we met T'Chaka in Civil War, in the 80s, he was younger, and same thing in Black Panther, he was younger too. So you have T'Chaka there as one of the Avengers. Lawson, who ended up working with Captain Marvel, she was there. They unfroze Bucky because he was in that between that time frame. Hank was young, Hope was younger, which I thought was dope. And I like how they all became like a team, like a 80s Avengers team. Like, I would actually kind of like to see that. Like, that was pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. Episode 4. Oh, you haven't watched What If? Well, I don't want to spoil you, but What If is awesome. This season is really, really dope. I binged it all day yesterday. Dizzy had messaged me the day before and was like, bro, you gotta watch it. It's amazing. Okay, so the 4th episode, the Gamora, the Gamora that we saw from last season, how she got to be where she was at. I like that, and I like Tony dealing with the Grandmaster, kind of building his own armor. And I like that, like, the story was like Tony ends up in Sakaar because instead of him coming back through the hole in the first Avengers movie, he does it in that What If. And this is the thing about What If too, I don't want people to realize, and I might be kind of like saying something that you already know, so excuse me if I'm kind of like stating the obvious. But like, I feel like What If is like when we see these clips of the multiverse or like the timeline from Loki, where you have all these different branches and it's like a branch off a branch off a branch off a branch. Like, I feel like this is what If is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like that episode. Okay, so the 5th episode, I think the 5th and the 9th episode might be my favorite. So the 5th episode it's like Captain Carter, Steve the Hydra Stepper, Natasha the Red Room, her mom, like Carter and Steve, like, so it's like the Winter Soldier story like mixed with the Black Widow story or movie. So it's like Steve and the Hydra Stepper is like the Bucky of the situation, and Peggy is like the Steve of the situation. She didn't know that Steve was still alive. You see what I'm saying? So I thought that was crazy. Like, I don't know where the balloons came from, but thanks. Who gave me balloons? I don't know what balloons is, but thanks. Steve, she didn't know that Steve was still alive. And then Natasha, I guess, had thought that she had killed her father, but her mother was now in charge of the widows, which was even crazy. So I like how they played on like Natasha dealing with her mom and Carter fighting Steve, who she was in love with. I like that they kept that love element in that specific, I think that was something I would actually like to see in person. I love Captain Carter. I got the shield and everything. What up, AR? Let's see. So then we got episode 6 with Kahori, y'all. Now y'all can't tell me that ain't fire, y'all. And I seen people hating. What's the girl's name? Grace. What she call her, a Pocahontas or something? First of all, girl, shut your ass up. That's what I tell her. Grace Randolph, whatever her name is, she cool. She makes some okay reviews, but she be saying some risky ass shit. And that Pocahontas line where she was talking about Kahori and all that. Okay, you pushing it. Okay, you right there. She walking the line. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Her crazy ass is walking the line, talking about all that Pocahontas and all that. And this is what crazy. To me, that's one of the better episodes. I still like the Captain Carter episode because I just love Captain Carter personally. But the Kahori episode where like the space, the Tesseract ends up on the planet because Surtur showed up to Asgard earlier than he was supposed to and destroyed Asgard, and then the Tesseract survived it, ended up on a different planet, and then it ends up falling into this lake where it sucks people into this lake and gives certain people special powers. And Kahori has she can run fast, she can jump, she can shoot these blue blasts, and she has like this blue. Bro, I thought it was awesome. I thought the language, I thought the way it was designed, I thought the way the characters looked, and I'm gonna be real, that's somebody I would really want to see live action. The Kahori character, that was something. I hope we see some of these characters in Secret Wars. I know for sure we'll probably see Captain Carter because we've already seen her live action. But like Kahori, maybe Sinister Strange, maybe a young Hank, maybe the happy Hogan Hulk or something. But yeah. Okay, so the Hela Thor. Oh, the Hela Thor Wenwu. Okay. So Hela gets the Thor treatment like Thor from the first movie where Odin banishes him and then makes the wish on the hammer. Whoever has the might and the power and the discipline of Thor should be able to handle Mjolnir and all his power, and he throws it to Earth. Well, this time he does it with Hela's crown because Hela is the one who gets banned to Earth. But when she gets banned to Earth, she runs into Wenwu, who has the 10 rings. Then she ends up in Ta Lo, and she ends up kind of like being the Shang-Chi because she needs to learn lessons. So like Ta Lo teaches her the lessons. And then at the end, Odin shows up. So like her and Wenwu got like a thing. Like Wenwu got a thing for Hela. So like at the end, like she's fighting with the red dragon scales on. Her and Wenwu is fighting Odin. Right at the end, she gets the crown back, and instead of wearing like all black, she's like all white, and now like she like trumps Odin and all this other stuff. I thought that was a pretty dope episode. I'm a fan of the 10 rings. I think that anybody who has the 10 rings is unbeatable. Like people were talking about Kang the Conqueror was gonna struggle with the Avengers. I said, shit, y'all ain't seen Shang-Chi? Wenwu went through a whole army with them 10 rings. You don't think Shang-Chi can do it? Shang-Chi could do it. So yeah, that was episode 7. So episode 8, let's see, Scarlet Witch. Oh yeah, Scarlet Witch takes Captain Carter to 1602, and they have the 1602 Avengers where Hela disappears. Thor thinks it's Captain Carter. Steve ends up being I forget what it's called, but he ends up being the something. He starts glowing. I thought that was a dope episode. And then of course you have the finale with Sinister Strange, Captain Carter, and Kahori. And Sinister Strange recruits Captain Carter to help because he needs her help. But then come to find out that he is collecting all these different people because he wants to make his universe reborn so he can bring Christine back. So if you thought that Strange was over Christine, no, he ain't. No, he not. And I don't think that Strange is ever going to be over Christine because I don't even know if he dead or not. I don't think that Strange is done because he got too much going on. He got too much dark magic and too many realities. He got all these different demons and dragons and monsters and dimensional beings that stuck in him. Pause. But I liked how they had Captain Carter with the they gave her like infinity armor, but it was like it had her same like logo and design on it. She's gonna play Bonnie and Echo. Interesting. The Kahori character now, that might be my new favorite character from this season of What If. I think that was a very moving episode. And like I said, 5 and 9 is probably my favorites, but I'll throw 6 in there. So 5, 6, and 9, I'll throw that in there. I think that we do need to get her live action though. I think the Kahori, and is she a comic book character? Like, did she have an actual story, or was that original? Because if that was original, then that was amazing. Like, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I loved every bit of that. You know what I'm saying? There's original content and just meeting somebody new. I was here for that. So that's my 2 cents on What If. And then now we're gonna talk last but not least. Oh my God. Maybe like 2 or 3 hours ago, y'all, and I'm not even joking. 2 or 3 hours ago, it was a rumor that came out that said Steven Yeun is not. Oh, wow. See, that's even doper. That's even fire. Hey, that's amazing. That's amazing. That makes that episode way more better for me. I love that. I love that. But now we're going to talk about Sentry, y'all. So all my Sentry fans out there, and shout out to GeekyCast, Chad, because he did not want Steven Yeun to be the Sentry. He was against it, and he was super happy. I don't know if y'all subscribed to him or not, but he was super happy when he found out that Steven Yeun had been dropped out of the Thunderbolts, and they were going to recast Sentry. Well, if y'all don't know, if y'all know who Daniel RPK is, he's kind of he's reliable. I wasn't even earlier today where he was talking about Steven Yeun's suit being the best costume. Then like 2 hours later, Sentry is being recast for the Thunderbolts, and we thought it was a joke at first, but then it came out, no, it's true. So now Thunderbolts most likely is going to be pushed back. Most likely. I forget the guy that they were talking about. There's a guy that they were talking about that they wanted to play the Sentry. To play the Sentry. And let's see. I think his name was Reacher. He played in Fast and the Furious. I think that's his name. He tried on the suit, took a couple pictures, and yeah, that's what it seemed like. It really does. And see, what's crazy is that last week, Ryan Gosling's name popped up to be in Marvel, and people were saying Ghost Rider, and I was like, I don't know if I like him for Ghost Rider. And this is my thing. I don't know if you guys have watched The Gray Man. The Gray Man's an awesome movie. It's a dope action movie. Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, right? Ryan Gosling plays like this hero guy, right? Like the John Wick of the story, or the guy who can kick ass and stuff. And Chris Evans was like the villain of the movie. I didn't like how Chris Evans was the villain. I think that in that movie they should have swapped him. So I don't really like Ryan Gosling playing like an anti-hero, or like that Sentry vibe. I like him a little bit better for Sentry, but not for Ghost Rider. But I think I forget the other guy. I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to figure it out. Whew. 2026? They said 2026 for oh God, they saying now that, yikes. They saying that might be right. They said it might be Ryan Gosling. That's what they saying now. Damn. Oh, okay. It says Steven Yeun's exit from the Thunderbolts is due to delays from the Hollywood labor strikes. Wow. So he realized couldn't do it off the fact that the scheduling for everything else that he had going on. Screwed him over. Alexander Skarsgård. Yeah. It's ugly. It's ugly. Yeah, so let me know down in the comments, who would you all have as Sentry? My man said Alan Richardson. There was 2 actors that could play Quicksilver and kick ass. Agreed. Just got here, and did y'all see that they want to end What If at season 4? I'm sad. There are so many stories they could do. What if season 4 will probably end because it will most likely because of what they needed to accomplish with the multiverse. Like, What If to me is a good show, but I think what it also does is it fills in to make up for a lot of the multiverse stuff. Like, this is supposed to be the multiverse saga, right? And up until we had Captain Marvel, like that, we didn't have any multiverse. Like, we had Multiverse of Madness, but before that it was a bunch of pump fakes. Like, from Spider-Man Far From Home all the way to Multiverse of Madness is pump fakes. Even Loki was a multiverse pump fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like seeing some real deal multiversal stuff go down and live action characters, like Multiverse of Madness goes there. It gives you like characters. It gives you, you know, timelines for characters from different timelines. It shows you a different timeline where Thanos dies. Like, it shows you an incursion. Like, it shows you someone coming from another. It shows you dream walking. It shows you literally stealing someone from someone's body from another universe. Like, Multiverse of Madness does a good job of lifting the multiverse weight, right? But there needs to be more to go on in the multiverse. Like, yeah, we had Quantumania, but Quantumania was supposed to set up for what was supposed to go down in the multiverse. Like, then we got Captain Marvel and that little bit of, you know, the Hex time travel drops or points breaking down and causing a multiversal and incursions and all that. Cool, but we didn't get to see a lot of it. We just kind of saw a post-credit scene or ending where Monica ends up in a different universe with her mother, who is also a mutant. In that, I think she's a mutant. She was wearing Kamala's bangles in that universe too. I don't know if anybody noticed that picture of her of Monica's mom in her I forget the character's name that she was, but she had on Kamala's bangles. But that's really the only multiversal shit we've got. What If does a lot of helps with balancing out the multiversal saga. So I feel like, you know, once What If season 4 gets here, we'll probably be in its way out of the multiversal saga and maybe going towards something like a Secret Wars, where maybe you would adapt some of these characters to Secret Wars. I'm assuming like Captain Carter. I would love to see Kahori. I would love to see maybe Sinister Strange, and maybe, you know, some of the other characters in the next 2 seasons that they give us. You know what I'm saying? The strikes push back a lot. Yeah, that's what they saying in the geeky chat. They said that the strikes push back a lot, and you're going to see a lot of different actors for different movies have to be replaced, switched, stuff like that because of conflicting schedules. I trust Sarah Finn, the casting director for the MCU. She is best known for casting the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, the most successful franchise of all time. Binary. Yeah, she was binary. And I trust her too, bro. I think that she, look, you know, we pretty much have the characters that we need. You know, I was looking at, they were talking about an Avengers list the other day. And the Avengers right now, I don't think an Avengers movie is needed unless a threat is needed. And what Avengers threat could possibly cause all of those random characters that, in a sense, we have? I call them random because they haven't really interacted with each other yet. Why would you make a movie to do that? And I feel like if you're going to do a movie or do something like that with Avengers, then the threat needs to be big enough. Like, I like, we need to be like, you know, knocking on the door to the main villain in that Avengers movie if we're going to do one. But I think a young Avengers makes more sense because they have something to prove. Just to put, you know, Sam Wilson, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, all these people in an Avengers movie, it makes no sense, especially when you're kind of like, you know, your focus is Deadpool. After Deadpool, it'll probably, like your big focus will probably be Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland. You know what I'm saying? Like, Deadpool 3, from what I know, is July the 26th. That's as of right now. I don't know if they moved it. If they had, y'all let me know in the comments. But as of right now, July 26th of this year, Deadpool 3 should be happening. You know what I'm saying? World War Hulk. I saw a rumor about that today, but I doubt that movie's going to happen. I believe it when I see it. There's been more rumors about that movie than anything out here, and I think people are just trying to get it right. I don't even know if people really know what the rights situation really is, and I don't even know if you can actually look up to see what the details is on the rights. But you know, if they do have the rights, I think they do need to do a Hulk movie, but I also don't want them to be pressured into doing a Hulk movie and put themselves back in kind of in the same situation where they at right now. You know what I'm saying? People want a Hulk movie. They don't want no bull. They want they want to see Hulk, you know, be Hulk. Me included. But yeah, so, all right, you guys. I have fun chopping it up. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about everything we talked about today. A lot of comments that y'all did. I appreciate everybody in the comments, everybody who tuned in with me today. I've been wanting to talk about this stuff for a long time, all right? But Marvel will be okay. Don't get it twisted. We got a lot of good movies that's supposed to come out this year. We got Madam Web on Valentine's Day. Yeah, Free Kang. We got Madam Web on Valentine's Day. I think there's another movie called Swim or something like that. I can't remember. But that comes out in July. Deadpool. We got Echo that comes out in a few days. You definitely gonna see some Echo reactions. Sonic with Shadow comes out this year. Deadpool 3, Dune Part 2. We also got X-Men 97, which I will tell you this, that me and White Gold will be reacting to the original X-Men cartoon because X-Men 97 is coming out. We're going to react to all that this year. Night Swim, yeah. Craven, Venom 3. Beetlejuice. Ghostbusters. Frozen Empire. Superman comes out next year, so we might get a trailer this year for Superman. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out this year. Smile 2, yeah, I know, that's dope. I can't believe they're doing a sequel to Smile 2. That's awesome. Yeah, and Echo. You definitely should see some Kung Fu Panda 4. You definitely should see some Echo reactions. Me and White Gold are going to start the first season of SpongeBob this month because we want to do SpongeBob for you guys. Also, we're going to start Planet of the Apes. We're going to do some Godzilla. And we might throw in a few scary movies and a few comedy movies. We want to kind of do some... We haven't done a comedy movie in forever. But I'm glad I got to get on here and Willy Wonka. We might react to that once it comes out. We might do I want to do the original Willy Wonka movie. The 1971. That's the one I want to do. That's my favorite one. But yeah, so love y'all. Make sure y'all stay in tune to the channel, of course. We got more content coming for you guys. We're just kind of on vacay right now. We did 12 movies on New Year's Eve. I was editing right up to the damn, last minute, but I was trying to get them in, you dig? So, everything's in playlists. Make sure y'all stay in tune to the channel. And of course, we'll be back with more content very, very soon, all right? This is Snoop is Gonna Snoop YouTube channel, and I'm out.